Hello there, Speed Duelists, and welcome back to another tournament match review. Today we're doing Speed Duel Showdown in 171 and 172. Both tournaments were a bit smaller, but that's okay, we're still doing the coverage. First of all, I want to draw your attention to Speed Duel Winnerbox 39, taking place on the Speed Duel League Discord. Signups are still on for this week, so yeah, check out the Discord link in the description if you want to participate in this free tournament with prize support. Anyway, let's get into our matches. The first Speed Duel League winner box was, what am I saying? Showdown was last week, and I only had 3 players showing up, so yeah, definitely not as good as it turned out. But we have Soul Striker versus Mauricio Bass Guitar, and this is quite painful because Mauricio is on a Cyber Dragon deck. Let me turn the sound off, and he bricked super hard. So yeah, his Crystal Beast deck is just comfortably gonna go ham on Mauricio's life points. There is Cyber Phoenix, but its defense is just a bit too low to be relevant. So Soul Striker bringing out Sapphire Pegasus. And although Mauricio gets a draw here, his hand is still bricked. Look at this, Fusion Stage, 2 Polymerization, 2 Anti-Magic Arrows, and drawing the second Fusion Stage. So that's like 3 pairs, not so good. So Soul Striker is just gonna comfortably get the game here. It's unfortunate because we've seen Mauricio in these events a few times, but always bricking, always bricking. This hand looks a bit better. Yeah, it has the Cyber Dragon, has the Cyber Phoenix. So let's see. And the Wall of Disruption, one of the most powerful trap cards in all of Speed Duel. And is going to enter the battle phase and activate anti-magic arrows. So for the rest of the turn, Soul Striker will not be able to activate any spell or traps. So Cyber Dragon goes in over the Sapphire Pegasus, and Cyber Phoenix does direct damage. But here, Soul Striker normal summons the Tiger. He's using the skill to discard 1 and place 1 Crystal Beast from the deck, and is gonna banish that Armed Dragon White from the graveyard to summon the other copy from his hand. And yeah, these are just gonna attack over both of Mauricio's monsters. Yeah. And then a direct attack from Topaz Tiger. So, very unfortunate. Mauricio has Overload Fusion and Proto Cyber Dragon, but Cyber Twin Dragon is light. But we're gonna see which skill he's using. If your life points are 1500 or lower, and you control no monsters, you make your life points 50, and you summon 3 Cyber monsters from your hand, deck, and or graveyard. They cannot be tributed. You can only summon by fusion summons and only attack with fusion monsters. So Mauricio is going to drop to 50 life points and summon out Proto Cyber Dragon, and Cyber Phoenix. Okay. Overload Fusion is activated to fusion summon, and that's going to use 4 materials for Chimera deck. Over Dragon, attacking over the Topaz Tiger, and then attacking over the Armed Dragon White, but Offerings to the Doomed clutches it. And after that, Soul Striker is just gonna go directly for game. Shame we couldn't see the skill, finish off the duel, but it is what it is. Next up, we have the finals of this 3-man tournament, and it's gonna be Soul Striker going up against Domoski. And we all know what Domoski is on. He is on the Evil Hero Dark Gaia OTK deck yet again. Soul Striker does open up with a few back row cards, so let's see. Domoski is going to use a skill, discard a card to search Dark Fusion, and that will be summoning out 2 massive Dark Gaias, thanks to Dark Calling as well. Such a silly sequence of cards, if you will. Crystal Raigeki takes out one of the Gaias, the one that wasn't summoned with Dark Fusion. But that's still gonna be more than 4,000 points of damage. Yeah, very quick game 1. Let's see whether Soul Striker can bring anything in from the side deck for game 2. And we do see Mind Crush. Okay, okay. This could be big. Sapphire Pegasus is summoned. That's gonna place another Sapphire Pegasus from the deck into the Spell and Trap Zone. And yeah, Domoski was going first, so Soul Striker can attack. That's already half of the life points gone. MST is activated. That's gonna clear the Crystal Conclave. The skill is used, and that's gonna add Dark Fusion. But there is a Mind Crush face down. Is Soul Striker gonna snipe the Dark Fusion? Dark Fusion is activated. Mind Crush is chained, declaring Valkyrion. It's not there. So here's another Dark Fusion, Dark Calling combination, and Domoski winning the duel after only 4.5 minutes for the entire match. Love seeing this deck. Anyway, on to Speedle Showdown 172. This one had a bit more players, still not great, but we got to keep bumping attendance, people. We have Dino Brain Immunity. Battle positions of dinosaur monsters cannot be changed by trap cards or effects, and level 7 or higher dinosaur monsters cannot be targeted by spell cards or effects. And it's going up against a Mako Tsunami deck. We see Fortress Whale, so that's a good sign. Some fun is about to be had. Sabersaurus immediately slashes X-Tower's life points in half. But X-Tower is gonna retaliate, starting off with the Melody of Awakening Dragon, the best card in all of Speed Duel. Next up is the skill Whale of a Tail that lets you discard 1 to add Fortress Whale or the Ritual, right? Yeah, one of the two. So the discarded Armed Dragon White is gonna get banished to special summon another copy. White Veil is searched from the deck. And here is the Fortress Whale's Oath to Ritual Summon Fortress Whale. And that is gonna be more than enough to attack for game, I think. No, just 11 and 2350. So yeah, Pure Liana, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Purely Anna, probably, because of Pearly as a profile picture, is gonna hang on for dear life. Let's see, there are Setting Destroyer Saurus, Paleozoic Canadia. Yeah, it's not gonna be enough, I'm afraid. Especially when X-Tower adds Sonic Bird to the field. Yeah, there is a scoop. Bit sad to see, because I do want to see what this dinosaur deck is about. Ah, Dynabase. Yeah, that might explain it. The skill also goes face up at the start of the duel, but it seems like players are forgetting about that. Destroyer Saurus comes down, and Jurassic World as well. So that is going to be 2,100 damage for X-Tower, who's going onto the offensive right now. They're using the skill, discarding Armed Dragon White to search Fortress Whale. Next up, Pre-Preparation of Rites, which used to be the best card in all of Speed Duel, is activated, so adding the Whale and the Ritual spell. Yeah, this deck is just full of pluses. Look at this. Yeah, and Purely Anna is just gonna admit defeat. This would have been enough for a game, I think. Anyway, let's head on to the next game, and we see the return of Soul Striker versus Left-Handed Latios. And Soul Striker is on some sort of Joey Red Eyes deck, playing Red Eyes Inferno, so you can tribute summon Red Eyes Black Dragon for just 1 tribute, less for every monster your opponent controls. You can discard a spell to do 800 damage if you control Red Eyes, or to fusion summon. Okay, we are gonna see some Joey action there. Soul Striker is starting this game off and is just gonna set Defusion. And left-handed Latios is gonna discard the white to bring out Giltia. They are on a Heart of a Warrior, of course, so we're gonna see Joey versus Joey. Which of his skills is the best one? Soul Striker picks up Cosmic Cyclone and is gonna use the skill to use that to fusion summon. So here is a Meteor Black Dragon. Okay. Then is gonna attack into Giltia, disconnects, and next Soul Striker uses a defusion that's gonna split the fusion back into its parts. So here we have Meteor Dragon attacking. Yeah, good game, GG. So Soul Striker taking game 1 with red eyes, pure red eyes. Okay. He's being forced to start. And left-handed Latios is going to grab Carbonadon with Fossil Dig and is going to discard that to summon Giltia. And on resolution of the skill, because you cannot chain to skills, they're going to use DD Crow to banish the Carbonadon. Unfortunately for Soul Striker, there is a Melody of Awakening Dragon. Choosing to not discard one of the whites to, go for game on this turn. So playing it a bit slower. Breaker is gonna come down, attacks over the Giltia, but I'm gonna assume that now left-handed Latios is gonna go for an offensive play. Yeah, discarding the Armed Dragon to summon Giltia, then special summoning one of the whites from the hand, grabbing White Veil as well. And White Veil works super well with eliminating the leak, which you discard a spell, target a face monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and all copies of it in the hand. So Book of Moon, I assume at the start of the battle phase, or on attack declaration, is gonna flip that Armed Dragon white face down. Okay, so I assume Breaker is gonna shoot. Eliminating the leak is chained. Ah, that's painful. Destroying the Breaker. Looking at the hands. But left-handed Latios has 2 monsters, and that reduces the amount of tributes required for Red Eyes by 2. So it can just be normal summoned. And it's going to discard Cosmic Cyclone to fusion summon. Okay. And attacks over the Giltia. And yeah, Soul Striker, knowing that there's another... well, he knew that there was an Armed Dragon white face down, so yeah. It's just gonna have to scoop it up. Nothing to be done here. So, left-handed Latios going first. And they're starting off with the Carbonadon for the Giltia, banishing that for the Hyosan Ryu, and setting 1. Okay, this could be very interesting. Spells in a hand for the skill, the necessary monsters to fusion summon. So first up we see Breaker, eliminating the leak is chained. And next Soul Striker is going to discard a spell to fusion summon. So it's going to attack cleanly over this Giltia, doing a lot of damage. Left-handed Latios drawing Machine Angel Ritual, and you play this just because you can banish it to protect a light monster, so your Giltia or your Hyosan Ryu will be protected. And left-handed Latios just gonna pause the turn, not even using the skill to get the Machine Angel Ritual in the graveyard. Okay, so Meteor Black Dragon is gonna attack over the Hyosan Ryu. This is where the protection effects could have come in handy. Anyway, Breaker attacks directly, and left-handed Latios, only a few hundred life points remain, but Carbonadon is drawn. We're gonna see Heart of a Warrior, discarding the Carbonadon to summon a defensive Giltia, and the Carbonadon is used to summon another Hyosan Ryu, and yeah, the Machine Angel Ritual is set. I assume Breaker, yeah, is gonna snipe that off, which actually backfires a bit for Soul Striker, because now left-handed Latios can protect one of his light monsters. just in time as well, because here is Armed Dragon level 10 white. He's gonna pitch that to summon the last Guiltia, and this Armed Dragon white is gonna get banished. So Armed Dragon white pops the Meteor Black Dragon, and yeah, this is barely not enough for game. Or is it barely just enough for game? Yeah. So very unfortunate that we will not be seeing the Red Eyes deck advance. Okay, next match is Left-Handed Latios versus Mauricio Bass Guitar. Hopefully not breaking this time, because I do want to see the Cyber Dragon deck pop off. Let's see. Mauricio has 2 Cyber Phoenixes, Divine Wrath, Fusion Stage. And Left-Handed Latios, a bit of a weaker opening hand. The Vigilance is dead. Book of Moon, yeah, it's pretty good defensively. Although the Cyber Phoenixes could prevent the Book of Moon from being activated. Mauricio gonna start off by thinning his deck, adding Polymerization, and just calmly setting the Cyber Phoenix. Play is back to Left-Handed Latios, who gets Fossil Dig to search for Carbonedon. So we're gonna see Guiltia summoned. And Carbonedon's effect will be negated by Divine Wrath. Ooh, that's interesting. Guiltia attacks over the Cyber Phoenix, so Mauricio draws a card. And Flame Swordsman gets in directly. Mauricio summons Cyber Valley, sets Sakuretsu Armor and passes. And let's see, Left-Handed Latios choosing to Tribute Summon Heals on Ryu. And uses Book of Moon on the Cyber Valley. Sakuretsu Armor is gonna try to take it out, but we are gonna see Champion's Vigilance. Yeah. Unfortunately, Mauricio's life points are a bit too high to get the skill going. And Left-Handed Latios is gonna bring out another Heals on Ryu. But yeah, here Guiltia's attack will be allowed to connect, and Heals on Ryu's attack will be blocked by Sakuretsu Armor. So now Mauricio is under 1500 life points, so his skill will be allowed to be activated. He's gonna drop down to 50 life points and summon 2 Proto Cyber Dragons and Cyber Phoenix. And he's gonna fuse 4 monsters into Overdragon. So that's 3200. Just gonna attack over the Guiltia, over the Yosan Ryu. It's a nice bit of damage. But the game isn't over yet. Remember, Overdragon has multiple attacks, but they all have to be on monsters. Fossil Dig is gonna be used to search Carbonedon, and Melody is gonna discard Carbonedon to add 2 whites. And we're gonna see the skill discarding one of them to summon. Oh, not even. He just had another one in the graveyard. Midora is gonna shuffle back some cards, including a Eozan Ryu, which Carbonedon will now summon from the deck. And the skill is gonna bring out the Guiltia that was shuffled back. And unfortunately, this is where the game ends for our Cyber Dragon player. Come on, I really want to see this deck do well. No shade to Left-Handed Latios, but we've seen Armed Dragon win the finals before. Left-Handed Latios starting off strong with the Melody. Gonna pitch the regular Armed Dragon 10 to summon Flame Swordsman, and is just gonna leave it at that. Mauricio gonna fill up his back row and pass turn. Here we see Armed Dragon level 10 come out. But in response to the effect, Divine Wrath is activated. White Veil is equipped to Guiltia, and When the equipped monster attacks, I believe it destroys all of the spell and trap zones. Spell and trap cards, but no, it has to destroy a monster. Okay. So the white veil monster can attack. Yeah, so that's 1850. Oh, am I missing something? No, it has to destroy an opponent's monster by battle. Or I just can't read. Yeah, players are reading the cards. Okay, so 1850. And players are flipping a coin. Heads, we continue. Tails, Lieutenant Latios forfeits and they go to game 3. And it's heads, so they just continue. Okay, this is the type of madness you see, right? So Guiltia will still attack. Flame Swordsman will attack, and that is gonna put Mauricio at 350 life points. And the skill is gonna get used. Summoning Proto, Cyber Dragon, and Cyber Phoenix. And all of their attacks become 2100s. Yep. They can just attack, right? You can only attack with fusion monsters that turn. Okay, but Mauricio has no cards to fusion summon. Seems like both players are not very strong in the reading department. Classic Yu-Gi-Oh player joke there. But I'm afraid that is going to be the end of the Cyber Dragon run. Yeah, GG, Lieutenant Latios will be moving on to the finals, where they get to take on the Titan Domoski. Alright, let's go. Domoski being forced to start, and it's just gonna pass turn. He says, I'm not gonna get OTK'd. Luckily for him, Carbonedon summons in defense, otherwise he would get OTK'd. But yeah, Heart of a Warrior doesn't have to summon in defense, so Domoski is gonna get OTK'd. Yeah, Domoski has seen enough. That was a quick game 1. How long was it? Oh, still like nearly 2 minutes. Now, Lieutenant Latios has to go first. He's gonna Fossil Dig into Carbonedon, pitch that for the Joey skill to summon Guiltia, and going for Hyozanryu, backed up with Champion's Vigilance, but there is a Cosmic Cyclone, so that is gonna take that out. And Domoski has the classic combination of Dark Fusion, Dark Calling, a Fiend, and a Rock. So that is going to be 2 massive Dark Gaias. And yeah, just being able to attack for game over that. So a very quick game number 2. Let's see. Oh, that one was yeah, also 2 minutes. So really putting the speed in Speed Duel. Lieutenant Latias lost, so they can force Domoski to go first. And Domoski has Book of Moon, one of the few defensive cards in his deck. But Lieutenant Latios with a strong opening, Melody pitching Carbonedon, pitching the regular Armed Dragon level 10 for Guiltia, banishing Carbonedon to summon Hyozanryu, and banishing Armed Dragon level 10 to summon the, the white. Summoning 3 monsters in 1 turn in Speed Duel, it is possible with this very explosive Armed Dragon Heart of a Warrior deck. Guiltia gets in for some damage, and Mystical Space Typhoon gonna snipe one of the back row cards. And now Domoski just has to draw a rock. Any rock? No. So that is gonna be GG for Left-Handed Latios. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, definitely take a look at the Speed Duel winner box that will be taking place shortly. This is Ryan Atlas. Bye.